we're going to use our gluten-free bread, but you could do that, and that's why this technique works so well with that stale French bread. So here's the secret. We're going to take some milk. I'm using whole milk here, and I'm going to pour about a tablespoon per slice of bread, give or take a bit, depending on the size of your bread, right? So we're just going to put that in a little dish here, and then I'm going to add some vanilla extract to that to give it some flavor, because vanilla extract, what that does is it brings out the sweetness in this recipe. So I'm going to place my eggs into a separate dish, as you can see here. Now you notice that I'm not adding the milk to the egg mixture. We're going to be adding the milk and the eggs separately to the bread, and that's going to make all the difference. Let's give that a whisk with our fork and really mix it up so it's very well combined. Now with my French toast, I like a little bit of maple syrup, and I'm using the real stuff here, as you'll notice. So I'm just going to pour a little bit into a dish, and I'll heat it up. You can put it in the microwave, which is what I do, or you can just set this whole dish into a dish of warm water, and that would do the trick. So I'm taking my milk here with a little vanilla extract, and you want to put a tablespoon's worth all over the piece of bread, and you want to make sure you get the edges because you want those to be nice and tender as well. So flip the bread over and apply another tablespoon, maybe a little less depending on how wet the bread is already. Once we're done with the milk coating, now we're going to move into the egg coating. So now I'm going to take the egg and just do the same thing. I'm just going to spread it over each piece, but only on one side. And I'll show you in a minute why that is. And now we're ready to toss these in the pan. So I have my frying pan here over medium-low heat, and I'm placing some butter in the pan to coat the bottom. So let's place our French toast egg side down into the pan. Now remember how we didn't put the egg on the second side? Well, we're going to do that now. So we're just going to take another tablespoon or more and just place it right on top, spread it around so that it gets everywhere. Now you may have to turn the heat up just a bit. Sometimes I do that when it's a little bit slow after you put all the toast in the pan. It tends to cool it down, and sometimes you need to turn it up. But just watch it close. So you do want to see those little bubbles going on around the edges there. You see that? And just, it'll take about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes to get it to brown up. All right, it's time for a peek. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look at that, little golden brown. So we're going to flip them over. Look at that, beautiful. Let's do the next one. Just give it a toss. And if you have a little egg left over in the pan, no big deal. Just you can add that on your plate after it's done. Look at that, beautiful. The smell is incredible. Now I don't know if you can tell here, but I can tell that my bread has really plumped up. It's really got, a lot of egg in there and milk, and it's just nice and tender, and we got that crispy edge going on. This is going to be really good. It's time for that warm syrup. I was going to pour it on, and then I decided I'm going to spoon it on because otherwise it drips all over. So here we go. Look at that. It looks amazing.